Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Delhi Township Board of Trustees meeting for June the 11th, 2025. We'll begin the meeting with not only the Pledge of Allegiance, but for a moment of silence. Tonight's moment of silence is for all those Delhi residents that we've lost in the last 2 weeks, and also for those families who mourn that loss. So thank you, and let's have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. All right, we'll begin the meeting with the approval of the minutes. Mr. Luby?
Motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting on May 28th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve overtime for pay period ending May 27th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve bills for payment.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved. Report from our fiscal officer, Mr. Luby.
Significant transactions since our last meeting is we did receive $38,000 for cable franchise fees. We paid Jill Schiller real estate taxes of $308,000. We had a payment to Graybach for $48,000, which was our final payment on the lawn bar. And just in case you're wondering, our bill for the Rumpke cleanup day, that cost $11,600 for the dumpsters. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Luby. Trustee correspondence, Trustee Sturts.
No, nothing at this time. Thank you.
All right. I wanted to just take a moment to say thank you to all those who attended the health fair here last weekend, put on by the We Thrive Committee, as well as the Oak Hills Local School District and our own Delhi Athletic Center. There were quite a few people here. Hopefully you all gained some good information and, you know, something new to look at as far as your health and where you can go with issues or problems. And we look forward to possibly even doing this again. And so thanks for everyone who came out. Oh, and also thanks for coming out to the park last week for a great summer concert. The Whammies were terrific. And they had a great crowd, and it was a beautiful night in the park. So thank you. All right, department updates. Let's head Chief Campbell, Fire Department.
Keep it short and sweet tonight. Just had statistics I wanted to go over with May's. If we could, it's a slide.
Slide, Taylor. Scott.
Nope. I don't have any slides.
Oh, she didn't put it on?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not on here.
All right, then I will do the best with my recollection.
Let me-
We are 1% up for the year. I think we had just over 300 runs for May, and did you find it?
Sorry, I don't
That's
have.
fine. No,
Yep.
I will update the board at the end of the month. I'll give you those statistics. Not much in the way of changes, things that are slowing down. I did want to update the board on our ambulance. We did talk a couple meetings ago about we were going to have to start searching, and we have started with our ambulance truck committee to go out to various departments, see what models, units that are out there. And again, because we have been remounting new chassis on old ambulances, a lot has changed. And so we're learning a lot as we go along, that some new technology it's out there, some new safety features, and better ergonomics for the medics working in the back of the ambulance. I still hope to have a presentation to the board sometime in July with a proposal to work a contract in for a purchase. And again, this is not something that we buy and get tomorrow. This is still looking like 30 to 36 months out at the least, in terms of all the companies that we're looking at. There's a major backlog in manufacturing and things, and with the number of repairs we're dealing with our ambulances, like I stated before, we're going to hang on to our ambulances here on out just so we have a reserve. However, that's why we're expediting the purchase of a new one. And again, this wouldn't be money exchanged until we take delivery of it 30 to 36 months out. Unfortunately, we could use it sooner because of the situation with awaiting re-chassis at the end of the month, but we'll be up to full speed. So if folks are seeing Green Township and Miami Township ambulances, they do have Delhi medics in them. It's just we're borrowing their equipment while we take care of PM service. That's how down we are.
Okay. Doug, so we would be placing an order, you think, in July for a delivery, what, year and a half to 2 years out, right?
Closer to 3 years. yeah.
28?
And this ambulance is on the long-range planning expenditures, correct?
It is. We would normally would be a couple years away from ordering. I mean, ambulances used to be 8 to, I want to say, at the most 30 months. So we wouldn't be talking about it just in our normal cycle. But to get it in time to use it, it would have to be ordered sooner than later because of these long, extended, delayed manufacturing times and things like that.
Okay. And Mr. Luby, do you have a preference on how we're going to finance this?
We'll probably look at it here shortly, I guess. Well, I mean, we still have 30 months to, and we'll have a better idea as far as arrival time, and we'll have plenty of time to set up financing for that.
Yeah, with the last three have been running around $250,000, if I recall correctly, ambulances, just to get the remounts in. I think this newest one is going to be $210,000. And like I said to the board a couple meetings ago, they're approaching $400,000 now for ambulance. So if that calls for a 3-year finance just to keep the books clean, and I mean, certainly we've got options. We have time. I don't want to make it seem like this has to be a crunch decision, but I would like to have a presentation to the board in July.
Okay. All right. We'll plan on that happening then.
Chief, I was driving down Central Parkway the other day, and they must repair all the city ambulance and fire trucks and everything in the old.
Yes.
They had 10
Yeah.
10 units sitting there, and I thought, I can't even imagine.
It would be nice. When
Yeah.
we have 3, it would be nice. No, and the only other thing is I will follow up with more information. I'm sure people saw a lot of hubbub around noon today. We did have a fire on Mount Alverno Road, so we did have mutual aid units coming and going all through that process, but the fire was knocked down quickly, no injuries, and unfortunately, we did have to have the assistance of American Red Cross for a displaced adult and 2 children. But again, no injuries, the building can be fixed and repaired, so I'll update the board in more detail next meeting.
Okay. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
All right. Moving along then, let's go to Parks and Recreation. Director Suppi.
Good evening. Just a couple of quick updates as well. So today or yesterday, I believe we sent out a little update on social media about the dog park progress. We did finish up a few extra trenches for the drainage along with the water fountain drainage issue. They are complete. We did form up pads today. We're going to plan on pouring concrete for them tomorrow. Everything should follow in schedule. Once that dries, we'll mount the fountains, install after that the equipment, the agility stuff, some benches we've ordered. They should be coming in. The signs will be going up. And this all, of course, between the rains and the daily work that the guys are doing too. So it's a progress going on right now. And I just kind of spoke with our administrator too, and it came up that we might have some grant opportunity for a little more paving project on some of the areas, so we might include the dog park entryway, possibly tennis court paving entryway. I'm working on the list right now, so we'll get it together, and I'll get to you next time as well.
Great.
So
I know that signage right now with you and the parks is a big issue and a big project, but what kind of signage are we going to have directing people to where the dog park is actually located? Because
So we-
I've
yeah, we
had
do
many
have-
questions about exactly where is
we
this?
do have a couple kiosks around, and one kiosk on the north side of the park. We'll have one there for sure. The other one down by, I can explain where the dip in the driveway is. We'll have dog park with arrows pointing to the directions, and then we get to there, we'll have the rules signs, we'll have all the coded signs that need to go with there. So
Well, it's not a very pleasant landmark, but I tell people to look for the porta potty and walk the pathway behind it.
I
But-
was avoiding that one, but yes.
Yeah, so, Now, eventually, we'll have decent signage
Yes.
directing people.
And the more and more people come, I'm sure they'll get used to it, where the progress is, where it is happening at. So, yeah, more word, the better. So,
Okay, all right, and I think you probably have updates for the concerts here later, right?
yes, yeah, I try to not step on any of the upcoming events. So,
All right.
yeah, of course.
All right, thank you, Randy.
Thank you.
All right, anything?
No, thank you, thank you.
Okay, Police Department, Chief Braun.
We have a motion to approve the hourly rate for Manager of Support Services Kathleen S. Giblin to $31.50 per hour effective June 11th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion approved. Thank you, Kathleen.
Motion to approve the hourly rate for Police Clerk Lori E. Lawrence to $28 per hour effective June 11th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
Motion to approve the hourly rate for Property Room Evidence Technician Barbara J. Merlebrink Beaver to $23 per hour effective June 11th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
Motion to approve the hourly rate for Assistant Police Clerk India M. Barkley to $19 per hour effective June 11th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
A motion to approve the hourly rate for Assistant Police Clerk Michaela R. Lacalamito to $19 per hour effective June 11th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
Motion to approve the hourly rate for Assistant Police Clerk Allison A. Nevin to $21 per hour effective June 11th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve the hourly rate for Assistant Police Clerk Mary Beth Rabel to $21 per hour effective June 11th, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion approved. I want everyone to know that Chief Braun gave us a very extensive review of comparable positions throughout Hamilton County and beyond, and that's how we came to these salary increases, to be competitive and to really respect the fact that we have excellent people working in the police department, and we'd like to keep them. Correct, Chief?
Correct. You kind of stole my thunder there a little bit.
Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
That's okay. The main thing is we do have good people. We want to be competitive. They do have some training and experience they need, and they deal with a lot of, obviously, tragedies and public records. And, you know, we found ourselves with, especially with the part-timers, where we were, paying our people less than some of the, fast food chains on Delhi Pike, and we were competing with them, and we were training people for a year, then they were gone, and then we just found ourselves in a constant cycle of training people, and this is going to help us out, and I thank you for that.
Okay, all right.
And
Trustee Sturts, anything more?
No, well-deserved. Thank you. I know you always do a good job selecting the right people.
Thank you. Just a couple brief things. We are going to have a Citizens Police Academy starting first week of October. If anybody's interested, it's on our website. Just fill an application out, and Lieutenant Meyer will be in contact with them. And secondly, we have received a lot of calls, and I put something out on social media today about the Ohio BMV scam, that people are getting text messages telling people they're going to lose their license. And, just keep in mind, the government's not going to send you a text message and asking for money. So it's a scam. If you have questions, you can always call the police station. Main number is 513-922-0060, and we'll be glad to help you out.
Okay,
That's all I have, unless you have questions.
all right, thank you,
Thank you.
Chief. All right, Public Works Director Ron Rippinger, what have you got?
Thank you, trustees. I don't have a whole lot. We're pretty excited that this is probably our first dry week since probably last year, I think. So we're able to get some projects started and multiple ones, getting some asphalt work done. So other than that, it's pretty quiet.
Hurry up, rain comes back Saturday.
It might rain Friday late, but
And
we're hoping
possibly
not.
Friday, too?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
Work fast. The hours are
Thank you.
counting. Okay,
all I
Trustee
got.
Sturts, do you have anything for Public Works?
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Administration.
We're-
Mr. Miller.
Resolution 2025-102 in support of 2025 Clean Ohio Conservation Fund, NRAC2, Round 20, to create a permanent nature preserve on Hillside Avenue and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Is there any discussion on this resolution, Mr. Miller?
This is actually an application from the Western Wildlife Corridor. We've done this before where we've simply taken action to show support. So this will be included in their application package for the grant. So we have no fiscal, stake in this.
And we're not giving them any land. It is not
We're
land
not-
that we...
Yeah, this isn't.
Okay, this
yeah,
is their
this-
land.
This is what they're working on. This is an independent project. It is happening in Delhi Township, on their land. So they asked for a show of support, and this is what we've done in the past.
Well, they're a great organization protecting green space, so
Yep.
good move.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes. Resolution passes. Mr. Miller, do you have a report from the administrator?
Some very quick notes. First off, Melissa, our Assistant Fiscal Officer, has completed the preliminary development of our tax budget. Thank you very much for that, Melissa. That is currently it's been submitted to Fiscal Officer Luby and I. That's under review. We'll get that out to department heads as well. But our deadline to get that approved is coming up in July. So at our next meeting, we will need to schedule a public hearing for that. So, but it is in the works. It's moving probably smoother than it ever has, at least in my brief tenure here. So happy that Melissa has taken the lead on that.
Great.
In addition to that, our marketing and events director position, that posting is now closed. We received 22 applicants, which are currently under review, and we will need a special meeting next week with the board to review those applications. I'm tentatively saying next Tuesday at 11:30 for the special meeting, and the only business on that agenda would be to select applicants for, a round of interviews, presentation, so.
Okay, Mr. Miller, because this is personnel issue and somewhat private, we can all remain in executive session for this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so everyone is wondering, why we would have a special session with an executive session, it's because we're handling personnel issues, hiring, so.
Yep. To be clear, the special meeting I'm proposing would have no business other than to open and adjourn the meeting in public.
Okay.
So this is no final action will be taken.
Well, I know that sometimes that causes confusion. I just want to make sure everyone understands.
Yep. In addition to that, we do have another hiring or opening. We are looking for a zoning inspector at this time. That position is open until filled. So we are inviting members of the public with interest to submit applications. And that's all I have right now.
That's all you have? Any questions, Trustee Sturts?
No, thank you.
All right. Community Development, Director Roach.
We have a motion to accept the voluntary resignation of zoning inspector John E. Schill Jr. effective June 3rd, 2025.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
Motion to authorize the administrator to enter into a contract for marketing and leasable space at 5029 Delhi Pike.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved. Okay, Director Roach.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank John for the time he spent here at Delhi Township and wish him the best for his future. And secondly, just to talk quickly on the contract, that would just give Administrator Miller the authority to execute a contract with the Wire Real Estate Group to market our leasable space here at DTS.
Okay.
That's all I have for this evening, unless you guys would have questions for me.
I don't?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, that concludes the department updates. I have no public comments at this point, so if we could have the reading of the community events, Mr. Miller?
Yes, ma'am. Announcing our Delhi Summer Concert Series for 2025. Concerts are held at our Delhi Park Pavilion at 7 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. Next Wednesday, June 18th, is the Cincinnati Transit Authority, followed by the Eagles Project on July 23rd. Then we have Deviate on August 6th. On August 20th, we have the menus, and finally, Forever Diamond on September 3rd. Food and drinks are available for purchase. No coolers, please. Oh, sorry, I didn't know they were all on separate sheets this time. I'll remember that for
Bless
next
you.
time. All right, Delhi Farmers Market is Saturday, June 14th. This will be every Saturday from 9 a.m. until noon at Clearview Lake on Foley Road. We currently have 29 vendors listed. I'm not gonna, unless we want to hear them all, I'll refrain from reading them all off, but they do change weekly. All right. Upcoming entertainment at the Lawn Bar at Delhi Town Square. The Lawn Bar is open on Friday and Saturday from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. This Saturday, June 14th, we have Mad Cat Puppets, which will present fantastic fairy tales at 7 p.m. Next Saturday, we have, June 21st, we have music by Jim Conway at 7 p.m. And then Saturday, June 28th, welcome back Mary Beth Samoya at 7 p.m. as well. So, let's see. All right, I'm gonna have to talk to the boss about these class names. Let me see here. All right, upcoming class is Foundation Paper Piecing Quilting classes. These are Thursdays, June 26th through July 17th, and July 24th through August 14th. These are held here at the Delhi Event Center at Delhi Town Square. Cost is $80 for the program. Learn this fascinating and easy way to quilt blocks and with intricate designs using foundation paper. Depending on the number of squares you complete, you can make enough for a pillow, table runner, or quilt. Materials needed: 1 yard of background fabric, neutral white or cream. Register at the Delhi Event Center's website. Our day camp is also running right now. The upcoming week is Superheroes Week. This will be Monday through Thursday, which is June 30th through July 3rd at 8 a.m., or it runs 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Ages 5 to 12 are eligible to sign up. This week features a visit with our own Delhi superheroes from the police and fire departments. Unleash your inner superpower, create your super shield, and team up in contests of agility and problem solving. Register at the Delhi Event Center's website. And finally, day camp openings for Castles and Crowns is July 7th. Campers create your crown and family crest, build your castle, and defend your kingdom using techniques taught in stage combat. Save the fair maiden from the fire-eating dragon.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Lots of cute classes coming up.
All right. We do not have cause for executive session this evening, so I could call to adjourn the meeting. Mr. Luby?
With no further business to come before the board, we have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all for being here. We'll look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday, June the 25th.
We started a minute late. I'm claiming it.
I was going to say.